Hello, my friends. I'm Bee, and this is Bee's Intuition. Today, we're going to do a reading. I feel like I haven't done a spicy reading in a while, so I think that's what we're going to do. Let's just dive right into. Oh, I guess I should probably explain what the spicy reading is. I'm going to be looking at who is thinking spicy thoughts about the collective, and maybe I can get some specifics about what those spicy thoughts are. Okay, let's just dive right in. It's just for a little bit of fun. Please and thank you, Spirit. Who is having some spicy thoughts about the collective right now? Please and thank you, Spirit. Who is having some spicy thoughts about the collective right now? Please thank you. Okay. Let me see what that is. Yeah, let's just roll with it. Let's just roll with it. Okay. Ooh. Okay. All right. So we have the Page of Cups, the Magician, Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and Eight of Cups. Whoops, why am I saying 8? 7 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Pentacles. Alrighty, this is really cool. So it looks like well, some of these could actually be repeating energies. So maybe I shouldn't try to narrow it down to a specific number of people. Yeah, I think we'll just roll with it. And if it looks like it's a repeating energy, I'll say like, okay, this is probably the same energy. But let's just start clarifying. Starting with that Page of Cups. Please and thank you, Spirit. Who is this person thinking spicy thoughts about the collective? And what kind of spicy thoughts are they having? That's what we want to know. What's the scoop? Okay. Okay, that's like a little pile. I don't know about all that, but let's see. Anything else about that? Okay. This is interesting. Okay, so clarifying that Page of Cups. Okay, clarifying that Page of Cups, we have, if I can grip them, 5 of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles upright. So, an interesting thing about that Queen of Pentacles is that we have the Queen of Pentacles here as well. So, it could be your energy, the collective's energy, that I'm connecting with that Queen of Pentacles energy. Or it could be this Page of Cups energy. If it is their energy, this is somebody that's very much in their feminine energy. Somebody that's tapped into their emotions, their intuition, but also focused on their material world, maybe working on their finances or their career, the things that will lead to their own stability. So that could also be your energy. The Page of Cups is clearly indicating that this is somebody that has romantic feelings for you as well as spicy. The 5 of Wands is here, so that indicates that they are having those spicy thoughts. They got passion for you. Also, 5 of Wands upright is usually a card of conflict. In the reverse, I feel like this is somebody that wants to bring a conflict to an end, potentially. Or because it is the Wands, when it comes to conflict, it doesn't always hit me as like super serious conflict. So it could just be even just like tensions. Maybe this is Well, if they're showing up as the Page of Cups, this could be somebody that is intuitive. And if that Queen of Pentacles is also describing this person, they could be more tapped into their intuition. And maybe their intuition tells them that there's maybe tension in this connection between the two of you, or maybe on your end, or something like that. And so they would like to repair that, it seems, if that's an issue. Okay, I feel like this Queen of Pentacles could definitely be talking about the collective them tapping into you, because it almost feels like this person actually, you know, oh, bottom of the deck, Two of Wands. Okay. So, this is, oh, interesting. This is starting to come out from underneath the Two of Wands. So I guess we'll take that out. The Two of Wands, I'm just going to say, this is what's coming through intuitively. This person could be having fantasies about, well, I guess it depends. It could be this person tying you up or you tying this person up, but it almost feels like it's this person tying you up. That's the fantasy going on. This, I don't know why, but this seems like somebody that would be very focused on your pleasure, specifically. Now that we have that Three of Swords coming out, that's interesting. Oh, okay. So this conflict, if there was any sort of conflict between the two of you, this person feels a little bit heartbroken, it feels. So yeah, it feels like they, oh. So this is interesting. So it's like this person wants to maybe heal a conflict between the two of you, maybe heal some heartbreak, and Queen of Pentacles is a very healing sort of energy. So it almost feels like this person could see you as somebody that could heal a situation here. This could be somebody that is involved with somebody else potentially, and so maybe there's like that sense of being torn between two energies potentially. But even like as this looks to me, there's such a focus on you in the center, but it doesn't really seem like you're either noticing this person or you're just like, I think this person definitely looks up to you in some way, maybe feels a little bit like you're out of their league. And you're just like very much in your own zone, kind of minding your business, doing what you feel is important for you. And you're in a high vibration. Oh, that's an interesting message. So that's kind of a little bit more romantic. This person could fantasize about kissing you in the rain or the shower, I guess. Yeah, maybe something about the shower could be part of this person's fantasies. I honestly do feel like there's this sense of wanting to take care of you and your needs. I almost get this feeling of this person recognizing how giving you are to others. Yeah. It feels like you're very giving to others, and so this person would like to give to you for once, it feels. Like this person could even see you as somebody that's like underappreciated potentially. Hey, maybe this person even underappreciated you in the past if there was some sort of conflict here. Honestly, it feels like with that Three of Swords like that, it feels kind of like, how do I say this? Like there was a third party potentially, and maybe you walked away when you realized that or something. Because Five of Wands upright can also indicate like being in competition, maybe for one's attention. And since that Five of Wands is in the reverse, I'm almost getting like at one point this person may have been trying to get your attention. But it feels like some sort of third-party situation maybe closed this out for you and you started to focus on your own stuff. And so this person wants to heal that between the two of you and then progress into the bedroom, maybe. It almost feels like that this is what's on their mind, and then the other energy. So it almost feels like they're not thinking super spicy thoughts about you all the time. It honestly feels like much of their mind is occupied about this conflict that they would like to put to an end with you. And maybe they would like to heal your heart if your heart has been hurt with this person, or if you felt betrayed by them. But to be honest, this could be somebody that you don't really have any interest in healing with. Because if this was some sort of heartbreak situation, it feels almost like maybe this was the final straw and you're just like done with this person. So it feels like all of that's kind of going on in this person's mind. And then it's like, okay, here comes in like a little spicy thought here and there. And maybe those thoughts kind of creep in with this person. Because it honestly feels like this person has like the desire to be on good terms with you, and they feel a little bit more in the heart space more than the spicy space, I guess. Okay, I'm getting a message about worshiping you, so maybe that could be part of their sort of thing that they like to do with their partners. Specifically their spicy partners. They like to worship in the bedroom, potentially. Okay, because like it really does feel like this person looks up to you and maybe sees you again out of their league. Maybe that was the conflict from the past. This person could have self-sabotaged or something, and maybe that was what broke somebody's heart. Interesting. Could have also been overthinking that kind of caused this heartbreak here. There's a message with that Two of Wands about this person maybe fantasizing about coming in all of a sudden. And not necessarily, how do I say this? Like they, like coming in passionately and suddenly. I don't know. Like it feels almost like one of those old Hollywood movies where it's like, the guy just like grabs the woman and kisses her passionately. That's kind of the image I'm getting in my mind. So again, there's like those romantic overtones, even when it comes to maybe spicy ideas that they're getting or fantasies that are coming to mind. They still have like this undercurrent of like a little bit of romance. I don't know. Yeah, I honestly feel like this person maybe has, although they desire having spicy time with you, it feels like maybe most of their focus is on their feelings. Okay. All right, so that's that. Let's go on to the Magician now. Please and thank you, Spirit. Who is this Magician? And what are they fantasizing about with the collective? Oh my gosh. The first two that came out are wild, dude. Oh my gosh. All of them are wild. Jeez Louise. Okay, clarifying that Magician card. We have the Sun card. The Star card. Five of Swords, Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. I can't make this up. What the heck is going on? Wow. This is insane energy. Starting out with that Sun card. You make this person incredibly happy. And honestly, yeah, in a spicy way, this person could really want to make you happy. But it almost feels like, it's like because you make them so happy. But like, oh, so maybe in the bedroom they would have a chance to show you like how much you mean to them, I guess. I don't know. This is some intense energy here. Also the Magician card, this is all clarifying. And the Magician is somebody that can manifest very powerfully. Like they're a powerful manifester and they can manifest the life that they want and the things that they want in this life. This could be somebody that's trying to manifest you to come together, because this is more than spicy. Especially, yeah, like honestly, the Five of Swords is interesting, but I'll get to that. But like the Sun card, Star card, and the Two of Cups, not to mention that Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, that all indicates that this is somebody that sees like long term with you. Like this is somebody that could literally be in love with you and see you as like their divine person, like their soulmate, their equal. Like this is crazy energy. The Star card is literally like how they are viewing you. You shine, you're radiant. This person, I can't ignore the naked body, so I'm just gonna say, yeah, especially with that Star card, like the naked is emphasizing your body here. And this person could be somebody in your life that really admires your body. You know, maybe not obviously, I hope not, because that can be kind of weird. But they see you have a very beautiful figure about you. Like, you could be somebody that's more curvaceous, I'm getting. And that's an interesting message. I'm getting like this almost like down to earth, like, this is gonna sound so strange, but like Adam and Eve kind of energy I'm picking up on. Like this person could see you like literally as their counterpart. Like this could be somebody that's religious too. I don't know why, but I'm like picking up like heaven sent, Adam and Eve. There could be like some sort of like, maybe this person thinks that God brought you two together even, or brought you into their life, brought them or brought you to their attention. Like, I don't know. They could feel like that God is playing a role here in this connection. Wait a second. Why do okay. I'm starting to get the spiciness. I think the Five of Swords, even though I typically don't like the Five of Swords, I say that all the time whenever I see it. I think in the context of spiciness, especially with it like, because it just sticks out because it's like such an interesting energy compared to all of this like admiration energy that this person has for you. And then there's like this Five of Swords energy, which is usually somebody, typically it's like a bullying energy in my mind. Um, Somebody that usually takes pleasure in taking away power from others, but I don't think it's that serious in this context. Like, this feels like somebody that literally, like, well, to be honest, like, this is just like really intense energy for this person. Like, the way that they feel about you, like, is like you're otherworldly to this person. Like, you're just like the sun, the moon, the stars. Like, you're just like everything to this person almost. Or that's how they kind of are seeing you, is like, wow, this person would be like perfect for me. Um, and then it's like in the middle of all of this sort of worshiping you kind of energy. The Five of Swords, in terms of spiciness, is kind of like maybe a little bit of a domination, dom sub sort of dynamic. And I'm not necessarily saying that this is somebody that would like to dominate you. It could be the other way around. Um, because it's like it feels like, wow, this person's amazing. Wow, this person's amazing. Wow, this person's amazing. And then there's like this power thing. There's like this power. But it's not like a serious power struggle that I'm picking up on. It's almost like that's their fantasy. It's almost like, okay, I'm gonna just say it like it is. Because like, this is somebody that clearly has more than just spicy feelings for you. This is somebody that has some serious feelings for you. This also could be somebody that really thinks about you a lot in general. But anyways, it's like, this is somebody that I feel like would compliment you all the time. Like, if you were together, and this feels like it would be like more of a relationship sort of thing. This would be somebody that like, compliments you, worships you, looks up to you, admires you. Like, that would be them outside of the bedroom, right? But then it's like, maybe they want to kind of like shift around that sort of power dynamic in the bedroom, is kind of what I'm picking up on. Like, it's like, oh, maybe they see you too as like somebody that is very much like a boss, or like maybe you two might actually be very similar. Because I just got a message about this magician also representing your energy as well. So you are a powerful manifester, and so wait a second, that's kind of interesting. Oh, and that's why they see you as an equal partner. And that Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Like, okay, this is somebody that would love to be in like a power couple dynamic with you. And I'm almost getting now with that Five of Swords, maybe it's like the two of you like almost play fighting. Because it's like, I don't know, maybe you're both like very powerful people, and it doesn't have to be like, you know, you're both physically strong bodybuilders or anything like that, but like, you're like both bosses in your own right, maybe. And then it's like, when it comes to the bedroom, maybe there's like a little bit of a back and forth when it comes to like seeing who comes out on top, I guess. Like, this is kind of an interesting energy, but it's fun. Like, it feels like your spicy life would not be boring if the two of you were together. Okay, yes, because like I was getting, and this is why I need to say all of the messages that come across. But sometimes I forget, and also sometimes I'm like, oh, that's not a big enough message to mention. But I got like that this person could radiate, or not, I guess that might sound weird to say, but like, they shine, they glow. There's something kind of special about their aura. And then it's like, I also think that it applies to you. And this person also sees your aura as standing out. And okay, that star card could literally be, okay, so the two of you could be in the public eye if that is like something that um, you resonate with. But I'm also getting that the two of you could just be really special or very talented in the field of their career or wherever they focus their energy, and they're like known for that. Like it feels very much like you do your job well, both of you do, and it's like recognized in some way. There could all, yeah, especially the sun and the star coming together like that, it feels like there's something special about the both of you. I honestly feel like this sense of like recognizing like, you know? Real recognizes real is what I'm getting. Because with that star card, I was getting like a little bit of like an Adam and Eve energy and a religious energy. It could be that the two of you also share like a spiritual sense, but I don't know if it's like the same type of spirituality. Maybe one of you is more religious than the other. Maybe one of you is more new age spirituality, whereas somebody is a little bit more traditional. That could be a possibility here. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. Like, I like this energy because it's like they would just be sunshine, rainbows, like doing the most for you. And then it's like behind closed doors, they kind of want to like, you know, maybe like fight for power or I don't know. Like it's almost like they wanted to see a different side of you, especially like the side that not everybody else gets to see. Like there's something very significant about that Five of Swords energy when it comes to spicy thoughts. And the smile on this guy's face is almost cheeky, almost like we know that this is just a game, or like we know that this isn't serious. Like nobody's actually in this scenario, in this spicy situation. Nobody's actually losing their power. Nobody actually is being hurt. It's like, yeah, like obviously consensual. Because like I usually always put that message in here is like whatever comes up is always consensual. I never want it to come across as like somebody like, because that's just not the energy that I'm trying to connect with. But yeah, it feels like it's like, yeah, we know that we're play fighting. We know that this is just sort of like a fun little game that we're doing. Also, the two of you could be like very busy. Because the way in which this Five of Swords looks to me, it's like if you two are like maybe on your grind, or maybe the two of you eventually work together, and maybe you two get really busy doing your things, and then it's like, it almost is like they want to take a break from maybe the chaos of life, or, you know, all of that hard work, or all of that focus on, you know, purpose and striving to achieve and stuff. It's almost like they kind of want to take a break in the middle there for like a breather, and it's like, that's what I'm getting in my mind. Like, okay, I don't know why, but it's like, oh, okay. So this person, I think, would only want to connect with you if it was in a relationship. I think that's what it's trying to say here, because for some reason I keep getting this image of like a relationship dynamic, not just a hookup, not just like a one-time thing. Like this is somebody that is very serious about you, and they would not settle for a hookup. Yeah, so it's like, to be honest, maybe that Five of Swords could also be kind of indicating, in a less serious way, of course, like them taking you off the market. So it's like, yeah, I kind of want this person all to myself, sort of thing. And so, yeah, and honestly, you both could be like very desirable. or maybe something about you is sort of attractive, like the both of you, and so it's like they know that you're like in high demand, so it's like, yeah, I kind of would enjoy to take that person off the market and be like, yeah, that's my boo, you know. And but anyway, so the image I'm getting in my mind is like these, like I'm getting like honestly like two business people in a relationship, right? I don't know why I'm thinking of like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but like that's, I think they were spies or like detectives or something, right? Like they had like more of a like intense uh jobs or whatever. But anyways, in the image I'm getting is like two business people that are like always like, you know, on their phones, and like they're like walk like you know, always on the move, always on the go, like just like everything's always like, okay, go go go, like, and it's like, and then they just like and then it's like maybe they just like look at each other in the middle of all that chaos and they're like, you want to go to the bedroom for like a few minutes? That's literally the energy I'm getting. Like this person, I really like their energy because it's like your love life would not be boring. It's like, yeah, maybe you like to keep it spontaneous, and this person does too. Because it really does. Like, it gives that energy of like, oh, this is like really overwhelming, and maybe we have a few minutes of free time. You want to go fool around? Like, that's literally the energy that I'm getting. It's really cute. Because it's like, yeah, it feels like you two, like, and it, like, again, like, there's something about you two being very similar and equal. So maybe you're equally as busy, or you're equally as focused on your goals. And so it's like, when there's downtime, when there's some time to kind of take a break from all of that, like, do you want to have a little bit of fun kind of thing? And I really like that energy a lot. Because it's like, I don't know, like it keeps the relationship interesting, right? Like you never know what to expect. Oh, the Five of Swords could maybe even indicate that too. Is like maybe like, yeah, maybe this is somebody that maybe you don't always know what to expect from them in the bedroom. Maybe they're always looking for like ways to kind of spice things up and kind of like incorporate new things or ideas or, you know, fun things. I don't know. Yeah, honestly, I really like that energy a lot. And then the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, I feel like this is somebody that can see the two of you coming together and creating so much abundance and wealth and just blessings all around. This is also somebody that dreams of building maybe a family with you, a home. Um, there's also like a message about generational wealth. So maybe it's like something about creating a business, maybe a family business that you can pass down to younger generations or something. Like, I don't know. There's something very beautiful here about, and that's where I'm getting like too, like they're not always fantasizing about spicy things. This is somebody that could be fantasizing about the life the two of you would have together in the future. This is somebody that is very daydreamy, it feels like. This is somebody, I think they're like, I don't know if this person would admit it or not, but it feels like hopeless romantic kind of energy. Like somebody that just can't help but dream about a future together with their soulmate and, you know, maybe having a family. And like now I'm getting the image of like two old people. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Okay, this person is coming through really strongly. I see like this cute old couple. This is like such a cute image. And they're sitting on a porch, maybe in rocking chairs. Rocking chairs, how cute. And then maybe they're like holding hands and they're like reflecting about the beautiful life that they've had together. That's the kind of stuff that this person dreams about. Oh my gosh. Such a beautiful energy. I love that so much. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so this is somebody that is like very much fantasizing about you, and not just in a spicy way. This is like serious fantasizing though. Like this is like serious. Like this is like the amount of energy that this person puts into thinking about you. Like there's no way that this person cannot make their feelings known at some point, especially with that Two of Cups, especially with that Sun card, especially with that Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Like there's too much here that indicates that this person sees you as like a divine match or a perfect partner to them. Like this, and especially because they have that boss energy, I feel like this is somebody that's going to eventually, if they haven't already, maybe this is somebody that you are just starting to date, maybe even. I don't know. Or I guess for anybody that's like watching this, if you're already in a relationship, maybe you can tell me if this sounds like your relationship with somebody that you know. Because it's like, there's no way that this person can keep these feelings to themselves, especially not for very much longer if they haven't yet expressed these feelings, because this is insane energy. Especially with those downloads that I was getting, because those were vivid images I was getting in my mind of this couple. Like they're young and they're hooking up and like in the bedroom when they have free time, and then they're older and they're reflecting on their life and they're so happy and proud of what they built together. Like there's no way that this person is not going to make themselves known at some point soon. Because these are too intense. These feelings are way too intense. Also, if they are this master manifester with that Magician card, like either they're currently trying to manifest you, or like they're gonna make some sort of action to get this manifestation going. Because it feels definitely like this is probably somebody that's a go-getter. Like if they like what they see, they're going to pursue it. Especially because it feels like that's kind of how they handle maybe their career or their path in life. So it feels like it could seep through to their love life as well, where they're like a go-getter as well. Honestly, I really love that energy, but I'm gonna have to move on to the other cards and clarify them, because otherwise I'll be here all day with that energy. I just want to stay there because it feels like a cozy little home. Anyways, let's go on to that King of Wands. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do we have for that Knight of Wands? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Okay, we'll stop. Oh my. There must be something in the water. Why is everybody obsessed with you? What have you been doing to these poor people? Okay, clarifying that Knight of Wands, we have the Moon card. Ooh, we have a secret admirer here, I think, with that Moon card. They're keeping themselves hidden. I'm trying to remember the order that these came out. Nah, I probably didn't. The Hermit card. This is somebody that's long. They might be a little bit older than you. Yeah, this could be somebody that's lived. They've been around the block a time or two. Knight of Swords. The Hierophant. Bottom of the deck. Eight of Wands. Like, literally, what are you doing to these poor people? Like, these people are obsessed with you. This person, though, is way more reserved. But I feel like not for very much longer, because that Knight of Swords energy is serious about, like, that's usually like, I'm coming in with a message and now. Followed by the Hierophant. So, like, ooh, okay. So the Moon card also, I'm picking up on maybe a little bit of, like, ooh, a little nighttime rendezvous, I guess. The darkness, like doing something in the dark. What are we doing in the dark? But that also could maybe, that image I'm getting in my mind could also be indicating maybe they want to keep it a secret. Maybe that's part of the fantasy. Like, oh no, nobody can know about this. It's just the two of us. And it's so taboo. I don't know. Well, you know, if this person is substantially older than you, maybe there is like a little bit of like a, I'm not saying illegally older than you or weirdly older than you. Like, this is going to be an appropriate age gap. Okay, like later in life maybe. No, doesn't have to be too much later in life, but yeah, maybe there is like a significant age gap, and so maybe some people are like, like, ooh, that's interesting, or that's not every day, or whatever. So maybe there is like a little bit of an element about like this being slightly taboo, you know? Maybe they even feel like it's slightly taboo, like to think about you in that way. Maybe they're like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't be having these thoughts about that person because they're maybe younger than me. Okay, I don't know why I'm picking up on this. Literally, the messages and the downloads I'm getting today are coming through really strongly. This person actually, their energy feels so calm and wise. Like, this is somebody that's like again, like I'm getting that message. I've been around the block a time or two, so it's almost like this person has lived, and so there's a certain sense of quiet confidence about them. You may not know that this person has feelings for you because it does feel like they're kind of stoic, but this is all clarifying that Knight of Wands, which is a very flirtatious energy. Maybe this person kind of wants to flirt with you, but it's in ways that are maybe more subtle, not so obvious. So that Knight of Wands also was kind of giving me the energy of maybe wanting to come in and sweep you off your feet kind of energy. A little bit similar to, which energy was that? Is that the Page of Cups we were getting that sort of energy with earlier? Yeah. There's like an energy of like maybe coming in passionately or making some sort of passionate declaration. Because it almost is now like feeling like a combination of the Knight of Wands with that Knight of Swords. And so it's like maybe they want to enthusiastically come in and talk about how passionately they feel for you, or how attractive they think you are, how attracted they are to you. Like, this could be at the forefront of their brain, maybe, is just how darn attractive they find you. But there is like a quiet sweetness about this person. Like, they definitely give safe vibes, is what I'm feeling. Like, this is somebody that you would feel safe with, I feel. And maybe part of that is because this person could be a little bit older, so it's like there's a certain, I don't know, there's like a sense of confidence, a quiet confidence with this person that I feel like could actually be kind of attractive. But the Hierophant is like what's telling me that this person has romantic feelings of you. The Moon card could also indicate maybe they're not so sure about how you feel about them because, you know, maybe they don't think that you would consider them if they are a little bit older than you. There's something about, if this person is like noticeably older than you, there's something about you making them feel alive, making them feel young again. Like more energized. Like maybe you give this person a little bit of a boost of energy. Like maybe this person's not super, you know, active usually, or not super like energetic usually, but it's like when maybe after they have a conversation with you, after like they interact with you, they have like a burst of energy maybe. And I like that feeling. The Hierophant, I mean, this could be somebody that's maybe a little bit more old-fashioned, and maybe that's partly due to their age or whatever. It could be like maybe they're traditional in the way of like, you know, religion. Maybe they are more religious. Not necessarily though, because the Hermit I feel like kind of gives a little bit more of like new age spirituality vibes. This is somebody, oh, yeah, this is somebody that's comfortable with their shadow. I don't know why I'm getting so many non-spicy descriptors for this person. Like, I'm getting a lot of information about this person, it feels like, and although they're attracted to you, I don't think that they're overwhelmed with spicy thoughts. But yeah, this is somebody that has, like, seen their shadow self, and I feel like reflected on that and worked on that. Like, this is somebody that has their shadow self controlled to some extent. This is another weird message. Maybe you see this person at night. Like, or maybe just when it's dark outside. I don't know. I mean, it has been getting darker earlier recently, so maybe that has something to do with it too. But the Hierophant can also like do with marriage. So hey. Okay, I'm also getting the message about like maybe this person has been divorced at one point in their life, and maybe you make them think about maybe remarrying, or you know, maybe this is somebody that had a bad divorce at one point in their life and they're like, oh, I'm never going to marry again. But then it's like maybe they see you and they're like, well, I wouldn't mind being married to that person. There is like a lot of like messages about communication though. So this could actually be somebody that you already speak to quite frequently, maybe regularly or semi-regularly. With the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, this is somebody that literally wants to communicate something with you. Again, the wands do indicate passion, so this could be a passionate sort of communication, or this could also just be their fantasy. Um, oh, they like how your voice sounds. They find your voice very attractive. I'm getting you could even have maybe a little bit of a deeper voice, sultry. Like I'm getting you could narrate audiobooks. I don't know why, but that's like a little message there. Maybe this person listens to audiobooks and they're like, wow, this person has a great voice. Dirty talk is what I'm picking up on. Okay, so maybe like this is somebody that may like the idea of having like a dirty little conversation with you. Learning about what each other likes, maybe. Like, there's something about a sense of clarity. Like, honestly, this person really gives off green flags because it's like, I'm picking up on an energy that would want to thoroughly communicate beforehand when it comes to spicy things between the two of you. Like, this is somebody that wants to know first off, like that you're attracted to them and that you're consenting, all of that. But then there's like the aspects of like, what do you prefer in the bedroom? Like, what do you like? What don't you like? You know, what gets you going? What really turns you on? What turns you off, even? Like, it feels like very much like, okay, I'm also picking up on the word sapiosexual. And that usually indicates somebody that is attracted to intelligence, I think. And so, honestly, yeah, maybe it's something about your mind as well, or maybe just like the way you talk or the things you have to say, they're very intrigued by you. But it's like they would like to have a conversation about spicy things, spicy topics. Like that feels like that would very much interest them, intrigue them, getting to know like about you. And there's like this is somebody, this is again green flags. It's like this is somebody that wants to like really, something about like consent is very important to this person. Like, this is somebody that would never want to push any boundaries with you or make you feel uncomfortable. Like, this is somebody, you know, it could even be partially, like, too, like, this could be somebody that maybe, uh, how do I say that? That wouldn't make a move unless you communicated your desire for that to happen. Like, maybe they're just like always on the safe side rather than, you know, embarrassing themselves or putting you in an awkward situation. Like, this feels like somebody that's very incredibly thoughtful. And again, consent is like huge to them, so it's like a lot of communicate. Like, this is somebody that really appreciates communication, especially when it comes to spicy things. And, you know, maybe that's sort of like a form of foreplay for this person. Maybe they kind of like that spicy talk beforehand. Yeah. Oh, the Hierophant could also indicate again, like, that this is somebody that's wise and has lived. Could be, yeah, again, older. It's possible that you could look up to this person or see them as somebody that is wise. Or maybe they just have that sort of energy of somebody that is wise, kind of knows what they're talking about, maybe. Also, something about maybe being respected as well. They could be really respected in their profession, or other people find them very respectable, respectful. Yeah, maybe even other people admire this person. Maybe they go to this person for advice. Maybe you see this person as somebody that could give really good advice. Yeah. And with all the cards about communication, it feels like this is somebody that would want to communicate with you probably relatively soon. And at first I was getting maybe it's like a passionate sort of message, but now I'm thinking this person might be too shy to kind of open up with a passionate message. So if they were to flirt, like I'm getting, like I think I said earlier, that this person might sort of flirt in a way that's sort of a little bit not obvious, you know, subtle. Yeah. So it's like, although they're attracted to you, although they have passion for you, they still would not want to like cross any boundaries. They wouldn't want to push anything. They wouldn't want to make you uncomfortable. Um, this person has very respectful vibes and energy, but you very much intrigue them, and I feel like they do want to eventually like have some sort of conversation, maybe to kind of move towards that direction, but it's again like they don't want to push anything. Maybe it's more so they just want to get the ball rolling of just like a conversation and see if it could even potentially go in that direction. Like, I really do find this person to be very respectful, very kind, and very easygoing. Like, they're not like gonna push an agenda. Like, they're not gonna try and make people feel uncomfortable. Even if they are respected, they never take advantage of how people see them. Like, this is not somebody that abuses their power. This is somebody that's very, very nice, very kind. Like, you would see this person and be like, yeah, that's a pretty good person. I don't usually like to use good and bad as descriptors for people, but like this would be the type of person that you're like, ah, that's a good guy, or whatever. You know? Has a way of making people feel comfortable. Okay, let's go into the Queen of Pentacles. Please and thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. What's going on with that Queen of Pentacles? Who's thinking spicy thoughts about the collective? Okay, we got a couple. Interesting. So, clarifying that Queen of Pentacles, we have Ace. That's not Ace. Page of Wands. 10 of Wands. Oh, okay. Tower card at the bottom of the deck. I think I just got a message that is too much information. Oh my gosh, this is such a funny message, Spirit. Why would you tell me that? Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna go with it because that's what I'm getting. Okay, so we established earlier that that other Queen of Pentacles was your energy, the collective. This one, if it is also describing your energy, so the wands, they can represent passion. And the imagery is rather phallic. And I think it's intentionally meant to be so in this Rider-Waite tarot deck. Ooh, I'm just gonna say it. There is spicy frustration, it feels here, that is going on here. Maybe on your end, or maybe just with somebody that's thinking about you. The queens don't have to necessarily mean a woman. It could just be anybody that is embracing their emotions, their intuition, the things in which usually are associated with those feminine aspects. Or somebody that is trying to embrace that part of themselves, because I typically believe that we all have a mixture of both masculine and feminine energies within us. And I personally believe that when we have those two things balanced within us, that life tends to flow easier and we tend to have a better time in general. So yeah, it could just be somebody that's more tapping into their feminine side, and maybe trying to strengthen that. But the energy that I'm tapping into is somebody that feels very spicily frustrated. It could be that it's been a little bit of a while, potentially, for you. Maybe nobody's really caught your attention recently. Or maybe, like, it honestly feels like maybe you do find people attractive, but it's like you get an interest in them, but then it turns into a burden. Or maybe there's like no, oh my gosh, there's no release. Oh. So maybe it's not even necessarily that you haven't been with anybody recently. Maybe just the people that you've been with haven't really done it for you. I don't know why this is such a strong message. I'm just like, I don't know. It just feels so strange because I'm not usually used to tapping into like the collective sort of energy when it comes to this sort of reading. But yeah, this may be like somebody that's attached to you, admiring you, and feeling these about you, maybe. Or it could simply just be you feeling very spicily frustrated. And it feels like a buildup of frustration. Like something starts out fun, but then it just builds up to a burden, and you're just like, something's gotta give here. Like, I'm honestly tapping into a feeling or somebody's energy of like, you know, I'm only human. You know, maybe I could even be tapping into somebody that's like celibate, you know, and maybe has been maybe trying to avoid spicy interactions with others for whatever reason. And maybe it's that, like, you're like, maybe if you're even talking to spirit, like, please send somebody my way because I'm only human and like I need somebody to keep me warm at night, you know, kind of energy. Like, but the reason why this is so significant, this build up, this spicy tension and frustration, the Tower, in terms of imagery, So again, I guess this kind of does have a phallic sort of image to it, the tower. But what I'm getting more than that, like not specifically focusing on that imagery, but rather the explosion is what's catching my eye when it comes to this image. I don't know. This feels like you could be getting your rocks off if that's something you've been wanting. Like if you've been feeling frustrated for some time and you're like, I'm only human, spirit, please send me somebody that I'm compatible with or whatever. You could be experiencing a sense of release of that spicy tension and yeah, it feels like there's a sudden release of that pressure. You know, even in terms of maybe self-love, self-spicy love, we'll specify. Maybe you get a new toy or something. You're like, woo. Who knows? Maybe that will help you keep your sanity while you're single or celibate or whatever it is that you're sort of dealing with at this time. And this could also, you know, if you were in a connection with somebody and maybe it's been some time, they haven't been able to really do it for you, maybe suddenly they do. And it surprises you and it catches you off guard. You're like, okay, this is good. This is what I've been wanting for the whole time, or I've been wanting this for some time now. It definitely would be mind-blowing, this release of that spicy tension. Yeah, it's like earth-shattering, mind-blowing. Like, I don't know why I'm tapping into this energy. I mean, it is possible that maybe this is somebody that is admiring you and this is what, maybe they've been building up passion for you for quite some time. Maybe they would like to eventually release said tension, and maybe they hope that in the process they would blow your mind, help you get your rocks off, you know, have some earth-shattering spicy time, maybe something that you'll never forget, but in a good way. Okay, I mean, good for you, I guess, if that's like your message or something. I don't know. I don't know how to make sense of that, so I'm just gonna move on. Yeah, let's go on to the Page of Pentacles. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do we have for this Page of Pentacles? Who is this having spicy thoughts about the collective? Please and thank you. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, really? Oh my gosh. I swear. People are crazy about you right now, dude. This is crazy. Okay. Clarifying that Page of Pentacles. We have Two of Wands, High Priestess, Queen of Wands, Strength card, Four of Wands, bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups. What the heck is going on here? So another person that wants to be in a relationship with you. You're like making everybody fall in love with you, dude. What are you doing? I mean, you're probably not doing anything. It's probably just who you are. But wow. This is just interesting how intense this energy is, and they're showing up as a page. It could be possible that this is somebody new, maybe somebody that you're not even aware of that has these sort of feelings for you. Yeah, maybe it's somebody that you have to get to know. This person thinks about you quite a bit. Something about you piqued their curiosity. They like how intuitive you are, how spiritual you are, maybe. Your connection to the spiritual, maybe they really admire that. You have like a certain energy about you, charisma. They like that. They definitely find you very attractive. There's like a mature energy about you in this person's eyes. Oh, so maybe this is somebody that's even younger than you. Maybe that's what the page is all about. Yeah. So maybe that's what it is. They may be a little bit younger than you, and so they're maybe like, you know, maybe feeling like, oh, well, I'm just a little page. This person's a queen. Strength card. Oh, this is interesting. This could be this person kind of trying to hold back their feelings for you. Like they have to be strong to hold back their feelings for you, maybe. But then again, the Queen of Wands, Strength card, could be somebody in the collective that's a fire sign. Or maybe specifically a Leo. Not necessarily. Just coming through at the moment. You could have just like a very fiery energy. Maybe that's something that this person really likes about you. But if you do, you still have this kindness and patience and compassion about you that this person really admires that about you. You have like maybe even slightly maternal energy or just like parental energy, like somebody that is like a caregiver or just cares about others, takes care of their family even. Maybe you take care of your family and this person admires that about you. That Four of Wands. So they could want to come into union with you, but there may also be a message about maybe you celebrating something, some sort of personal achievement, and this person sees you celebrating that. Maybe they like to see you happy. That's sweet. Because for some reason, I feel like there's something about this person being at a distance and watching you from afar. And not in a creepy way, but just like a way of like, just admiration, you know? Like, wow, that person's like very beautiful. They like would like to celebrate things with you. So in terms of union with the Four of Wands, that could be like a relationship here, and so maybe that's kind of what they want, is to be in your life so that they can celebrate those milestones with you. Also, for some reason, I'm picking up on that with that Four of Wands energy, is like they see you as maybe a person that likes to celebrate things or celebrate others, or maybe likes to, I don't know, there's something about you that maybe likes to make a big deal about things, but in a fun way, a happy way. Like maybe things that other people might not celebrate, you still want to celebrate. Like you have a very fun loving energy, I feel, and maybe that's something that this person really likes about you too. With that High Priestess, there's an air of mystery about you, and I think that's part of why this person thinks about you a lot, is because like maybe there's a lot to ponder or contemplate about you, or maybe they even try to assume what you're like. Maybe this is somebody that hasn't even had a conversation with you yet, but it's like maybe they're like trying to think of like what you're like as a person based off of what they've seen. And yeah, it feels like they've only ever seen good things about you, so it's like they probably have really good feelings, thoughts about you and stuff. They probably think of you very highly. Yeah, there's something about your spirituality being significant to this person. Standing out, maybe. Maybe it's just kind of obvious that you have a connection to spirit. Also, there is a bit of shyness that I'm picking up with this person. It's almost like they don't know how you would react if they came forward, or they don't know how you would feel about them. Especially if this person is younger than you, maybe they think like, oh, gee whiz, maybe they won't want to be with me because I'm younger. Or maybe they won't take me seriously or something. The Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You really... This person feels for you. And it does feel like they want to make that feeling or those feelings known. I don't know why I'm getting this feeling of like, well, you know, the Two of Wands can be a card of plan making. Maybe they're currently making plans to come in towards you to express themselves. But there's like this air of hesitance, or like maybe being a little bit nervous, a little bit shy. Yeah. I don't know why I'm getting like a strange sort of energy of like, it's like they want to come towards you, but they also like maybe stop themselves from coming towards you at the same time. Or maybe, okay, you know, if they're showing up as the Page of Pentacles, maybe they would like to come in slowly, you know, kind of like, yeah, like kind of like, hey, like, what's your name? Who are you? And what do you like? I don't know. That sounds weird the way I worded it, but you know what I mean? Like, they want to get to know you, maybe. And then it's like, they may not make their feelings known right off the bat with you, but maybe they either grow, those feelings grow over time, or they eventually become more obvious or clear to you. But again, this one's not super spicy feeling. Just curious. Curious about you. Curious about... Oh. Okay, so their fantasy I'm picking up on now, and it's more so they kind of want to know what you're doing behind closed doors. Yeah. I think that's what this person thinks of, is like, because they just like to think about you and like how you're sort of an enigma to them. And so maybe they're like, what are they like behind closed doors? Or like, what do they like to do behind closed doors? Or, you know, how do they spend their free time? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know, like, it's like, what do they do behind closed doors in a spicy way? That could be more so their fantasy. And it feels like, it feels like it could be that their focus in those fantasies is more so on you pleasing yourself, let's just say. And I feel like maybe that's where their fantasy lies. Yeah. So when it comes to their fantasies, it feels like there's something about them sort of fantasizing about seeing you from a distance, or just watching you. I shouldn't say from a distance because that sounds creepy. This would be consensual and maybe role play, theoretically. But they could, in their fantasy, they would prefer maybe watching you do your own thing, spicily. They would like to observe you doing your thing. how you interact with yourself and your own body. Maybe they would learn through observing, or yeah, that definitely is coming strongly now. So I feel like that's their thing. That's what they're picturing in their mind when they picture spicy things with you. Although it's mostly romantic, it feels like from this person that they mostly admire you romantically. If they are having spicy thoughts, it's specifically around that, it feels like. Okay, interesting. Let's go into the Four of Swords. Please and thank you, Spirit. Who is thinking some spicy thoughts about the collective? And what are they thinking? Okay, that's interesting. So, Four of Swords clarified by... Okay, I'll just show you like that. Magician, the World, the Wheel of Fortune, all coming out in this direction. Clarifying that Four of Swords. So that Four of Swords, I wasn't sure if that was somebody's energy or if that was your energy, maybe. Because it's not really specifically a person sort of energy. But this is interesting that it is clarified by 3 major arcana. 3 out of 3 major arcana. That's really significant. Oh. That's interesting. Okay, so this is telling me you may become maybe in a time of solitude right now. So if you do resonate with the celibacy message, or just being single for some time, or whatever that is, like, or just being in self-isolation for a period of time, that feels significant here. So, and also it feels like through that time in solitude, you have been also kind of maybe focusing more so on your spirituality or your intuition or those types of things, maybe communication with the divine. And I feel like what this is indicating is, like, while you're doing that self-isolation, maybe taking your energy away from others for a period of time and focusing more so on yourself and your spirituality, I feel like, I don't know if this is like conscious or unconscious. It almost feels like it's unconscious. You are manifesting, it feels like, exactly what you're looking for. And especially when it comes to, like, and it's like, especially the way that it came out, like, in this direction specifically, it feels like you are on the right path. Like, keep doing whatever you have been doing, because it's going to lead you right to where you want to be. And especially because this is a spicy message, this could be specifically, this could be specifically manifesting your perfect spicy partner, if that's what you're trying to manifest. Or if you're looking for a life partner, to have spicy moments with, it feels like you're manifesting just that. Like, you're keeping yourself in a high vibration. Like, I don't know how to articulate this, but something about your energy is feeling very pure right now. And maybe it's part of this self-isolation, or maybe if you have been practicing celibacy, or maybe have been single for a while, there's something about, or maybe just focusing on your own healing. There's something almost being purified, I honestly want to say. So maybe if you've had trauma that you're healing from, like, it feels like this is healing, this is becoming purified. There's something quite enlightened about your energy, and it's like, it's light and it's airy and it's very much heavenly, I'm picking up on. And so it's like, when you're in that vibration, the universe is sending you exactly what you are looking for, exactly what you need, exactly what is aligned to that high vibration. So that's a whole nother thing too, is like, because it's so rare to embody this sort of energy, when it comes to you attracting your perfect match, it could be that it's kind of gonna, maybe it will take some time, or it has taken some time, because it's very rare to be in this sort of energy. And so if you want somebody that's also on that frequency, it may take a little bit more time, because it's like very rare for people to do that, maybe that sort of work, or to maybe take out that period of time of self-isolation to focus on themselves and their spirituality, maybe do a spiritual cleanse. You know, it's very rare to be in this sort of energy, it feels like, and therefore, if the universe is trying to manifest your perfect match, it's like maybe they have to go through quite a few more people than usual to find that other person that is also on your frequency, that is also on your level, that is also doing that same like spiritual work, self-work that you've been doing as well. Because it's like you deserve nothing less. And the universe sees you. The universe sees you doing this hard work. And, you know, being on your own is difficult. Having those periods of self-isolation are difficult. Working on yourself, working on your spirituality, that is all in your like self-work in general. Like, it's all very difficult to do. If it was not difficult, everybody would be doing it, and, you know, society would be much more healed, I think, in my personal opinion, in a lot of ways. And so, yeah, so it's like, give yourself patience, give life patience, you know, if it's taking some time to bring in the right person, give the divine patience, and you're doing exactly what you need to do in order to bring in that perfect person for you. It's literally just a matter of time. You're doing everything right is what I'm getting. So, like, especially if you have been feeling that sense of frustration building up for quite some time, don't worry, because you're going to be coming into a time where you're going to meet your match and you're going to feel that sense of relief. That's really beautiful, though. I actually really like that. Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and to kind of further that message about like the right person coming in and divine timing and all that. I'm just getting new. This is probably going to be somebody that you have not been involved with before. Maybe this is somebody that you're meeting for the very first time. Like, yes. Okay, I'm getting that being emphasized. This could be somebody that you're meeting for the very first time. And it's, yeah, because it's like, it's so rare to find this sort of energy that most likely, in order for somebody to be on your level, it's probably somebody that you've never even experienced before, because it's like, how rare is that sort of energy? How rare is it to find somebody that's doing that sort of work like you're doing? And so it's like, honestly, it feels like Spirit is handpicking this person specifically for you. And that's why it might take some time. You know, this person could also be dealing with their own stuff on their end too, especially, yeah, because again, I'm getting that mirroring energy. This is interesting, that mirroring energy. Like, the two of you feel very similar, and it's like, yeah, okay, you're both doing that sort of spiritual work, that hard work on yourself, and so you're in like the same frequency, same vibration. That is reminding me a lot of that Magician card that we saw earlier, that person that saw you very much as their Two of Cups. Perfect match. You also were showing very much a lot of similarities with that person. So, if I'm connecting the dots correctly here, this Page of Pentacles, this person that's going to be your ideal match, could very well be that Magician card. Or that person. That magician, that manifester. That person that's also a bad bee, just like yourself, you know? Yeah. But it does feel like this is somebody that maybe you've never even met before. That's interesting. So the two of you could really hit it off too, because like, if it is that magician, that person there, like that person has like so many feelings, sees you as such an incredible person. So maybe it's something that's like literally like life-changing, this sort of connection that you're attracting. That's really beautiful. I actually really like that message a lot. Let's go into the Seven of Cups now. Please and thank you, Spirit. What's going on with that? Who's having spicy thoughts about connected? Please and thank you. Okay, that's probably too many. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got. Okay, so clarifying that Seven of Cups, we have Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups, bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles, which is beautiful because if you remember, you were represented by the Queen of Pentacles, so this is like a counterpart in the wings maybe. waiting in the wings, waiting for you to come into their life, vice versa. Also, with that Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the other deck, I feel like part of what makes you so incredibly attractive to these people right now is your sense of independence, or your sense of self-proficiency or sufficiency. Like, you can provide for yourself, you can support yourself. It's like you don't really need anyone, and that's really attractive to people for some reason. But Seven of Cups typically deals with like illusions and not really seeing things clearly. And so this could actually kind of be feeding back into that sense of frustration that you've been feeling, in terms of spicy frustration, or just frustration in general, maybe in terms of your love life in general. And it feels like maybe you're kind of in the dark. You're like, okay, well, where is my soulmate? I've been doing all this work and no payoff. And it's like, you know, if you don't send me somebody soon, I'm going to have a mental breakdown kind of energy. Is what I'm picking up on with that Seven of Cups. But at the same time, you're not letting that sort of feeling of frustration or desire for companionship, you're not letting that lower your standards at all. You're not letting that. So maybe even though in those times of feeling weak, even in those times of being like, I'm literally at my wit's end, please, Spirit, bring me someone, I'm only human. Like, it feels like even though you may have those moments of weakness, or, you know, those moments of like having your mental breakdown and just feeling like, what's the point? You still have your like boundaries up, you still have your self-respect, you're still very selective with who you let in, because you're still, it's not even necessarily that you're like guarding your heart in a way of like, nobody can even come in, you know, I'm not letting anyone in. No, it's not like that at all. It's just like, you realize your own worth. You realize how beautiful your own heart is. You know how much you have to offer, simply just in terms of love, you know? Like, obviously you have a million other reasons why you're so worthy and valuable, but I think that you are realizing, you know, the cherry on top of the sundae, or maybe even just like one of the biggest parts of yourself is your love, your ability to love, your kind heart, your giving heart, your healing heart. I'm even getting like, maybe you heal through your love. Like, you realize the value of your heart, of your love. And so it's like, you're not willing to compromise that value. You're not willing to compromise your own worthiness for anything less than what you deserve. And so it's like, yeah, like, even though I'm frustrated, even though I don't see where this is going, even though I don't see that my, you know, soulmate will eventually come to me, and maybe I feel like that person is nowhere near coming close to me or whatever, you're still not willing to sacrifice your standards, your yeah, like all of it. Like, you're not willing to sacrifice all of the hard work you've done. Yeah. You're incredibly strong. You're incredibly strong as a person, because it's like, I feel this sense of almost like letting yourself have a little bit of a meltdown, having a little bit of a breakdown, and crying about like, oh, I'm gonna be alone forever kind of thing. You may allow yourself to do that, and then like the next day you get up and you're just like, okay, well, that was a good cry. Now, you know, back to business. Or, you know, I'm still not gonna call up my ex. I'm gonna wait for the right person to come along kind of thing. Like, it's like part of you, even in those moments of like completely melting down, I feel like part of you still knows, and part of you is still aware that what is truly meant for you is coming, and it's just a matter of time. And like, something about you truly believes that it's on its way, or that it's coming, because it's like, you're still not willing to lessen yourself, lower yourself, or yeah, like lower your standards in any way, because it's like, I'm worthy of so much more than I've seen. And so it's like this feeling of very much holding out, keeping your cup of love to yourself until you find that perfect person. And I feel like that person, that perfect person, may be closer than you think. Maybe coming into your life maybe sooner than you think. So definitely keep an open mind and definitely keep an open heart too to like maybe new interactions even. Maybe you're gonna bump into this person at the supermarket. I don't know. Like could be something cute like that. Okay, so let's go into the oracle, shall we? I don't know what it's gonna say in terms of spicy messages, but we can just see. Actually, I'll ask the oracle, like, what do people find so attractive about you? Okay, please and thank you, Spirit. What do people find so attractive about the collective? Please and thank you. What do people find so attractive about the collective? Please and thank you. What do people find so attractive about the collective? Please and thank you. Please. Okay, there we go. Ooh, okay. So we have control coming on this way. Lead. Upright. Coming together, upright. Embrace, upright. Actually, I probably should just read them upright or in reverse, but I like to read them sideways. So control is the strength card, and the way that it came out like this, and the fact that this one is specifically labeled control. So although you control yourself and you have a very good control over yourself, I feel like in terms of controlling others, that is part of your holding back. You know, I don't think you like to control others. Yeah, it feels like there's something about like, yeah, and even maybe even slightly influencing others, like manipulating, like it's something about like you don't like to control other people's actions, you don't like to manipulate situations to have a certain specific outcome. Like it feels like, oh, and maybe you're also just practicing releasing control during this time. So maybe that's maybe just more so of a practice that you've been kind of doing, especially if you've been feeling frustrated. Maybe you're realizing like I need to just release my feelings of needing to control the situation because clearly I am not in control, and so I must release that and, you know, let the universe, let spirit figure it out for me. That could be something that's coming through as well. But yeah, your strongness of spirit too is like strongness, strength within your will, strength of compassion, your strength of patience. Like there's a lot of beautiful aspects of your character that I feel like people are very attracted to. But I also feel like there is a sense of like maybe you do kind of go with the flow, or at least maybe you're trying to embrace that more so recently. And that could be something that people pick up on and they're kind of liking that. Then maybe, and actually I've personally found that a lot of people think they can control way more than they actually can. And I think part of that is just how society sort of socializes us to believe those types of things. But yeah, so maybe it's sort of rare to see somebody that's kind of just going with the flow and kind of realizing that they can't control those certain things, that they just simply, you know, they're out of their hands, you know? And it takes a certain amount of strength of character to kind of realize that and step out of that place of the ego, because I feel like the ego also convinces us that we have way more control than we actually do in a lot of circumstances. So it's like, yeah, there's like this beauty in the way that you kind of just, you do your best to kind of just go with things, go with the flow, go with how things naturally unravel, and you don't try to force anything is definitely the energy I'm picking up on here, and people like that. Lead. So we already said that you're like a boss coming through in that energy. So people really like the fact that you are a boss. They like that you have power. Okay, so I'm just gonna say it because this is coming through as a spicy message. I think maybe one or maybe multiple people maybe want you to be the dominating one in the bedroom. I'm just saying. They might like that power you have very much so, and maybe they're like, well, I wouldn't mind that person putting me into my place. So that could be a whole nother message for you. Coming together upright. Oh, this is actually kind of giving me like that feeling I was getting earlier that you may give off maternal or parental vibes, because like in this image it almost looks like a child with their father, or you know, yeah, like a father figure guiding them in some way and connecting in that heart space. Like there's almost even something about like showing other people how to do something. You could show people how to love or how to really embrace their heart space instead of maybe hiding it or being too afraid to tap into that. But yeah, you have like this way of like caring for others and showing them the way. I feel like you're very much family oriented, and that could be very incredibly attractive to other people. Or you could just be very much connected to others, community. You could be involved in a community and people really like that. It's like very much like it's people interacting and coming together with other people. There's like a certain strength or ability that you have in that, and that's really beautiful and attractive. You just have the ability to bring people together even in a very beautiful and loving way. That's really beautiful. Bottom of the deck being embrace. To be honest, the way that this is coming through right now is very much giving me like you embrace who you are, maybe even unapologetically. And also I'm getting that message again about like releasing control over things that you don't really have control over, and kind of giving it to spirit, giving it to the universe to take care of. And then you're like maybe even embracing that, embracing the fact that you don't have to carry around this weight, that you don't have to carry around that feeling of needing to control things. And then it's like maybe you're realizing that the more you flow with things, the easier things get, and the more maybe, or like, yeah, like the less stress you experience as a result of that. I think that this is one of the major arcana, or inspired by one of the major arcanas of the tarot, and I have no idea, to be honest. Oh, okay, maybe it's the World card because it is the world in the image, so maybe it's the World card. I'll see. I'm gonna see what that one is because I'm not sure. That will be my best guess, is the World card with the Embrace card. Let's see. Embrace. Yep, the World card. Okay, so yeah. The World card is also about like completing cycles, opening new cycles. So yeah, you may actually be going further along in your spiritual journey than you even realize. And you may be overcoming a lot of things that that you don't even realize that you're overcoming. Like there's something about you accomplishing way more than you even think you are. And so there's maybe even a message about that, like really taking the time to reflect on just how far you've come in your journey could be very helpful for you in sort of putting that into perspective. Wow, that's a beautiful reading. I really hope that you liked this, and if it resonated at all, feel free to feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you subscribe, you can become a part of the Hive Collective, because my name is Bee. Bees live in hives, and you can become an honorary bee like me, and we can be a little bee family together. And if you like my readings and you'd like to see more, be sure to click that bell icon down below so that YouTube actually notifies you the next time I upload. And thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.